Hey everybody, Tim Jordan here. One of the coolest things about selling on Amazon is when you actually start getting some sales velocity on your listings. One of the scariest things is when you know you're going to run out of stock. In this video, I'm going to tell you my strategy for preparing to run out of stock and maintaining as much velocity as possible. Alright, so when it comes to maintaining velocity when you're getting ready to out of stock, OOS, there are a lot of opinions on what you're supposed to do. Back 3 or 4 years ago, I used to have the opinion that the best thing to do was just slow down my sales intentionally so that the listing would stay up. So as I was nearing an out of stock situation, so the scenario would be, if I keep it the velocity I'm at now, I'm gonna run out of stock in a week, right? 6 days, 7 days. But my inventory is not going to be in stock for 14 days. I would think to myself, all I have to do is slow down my sales, that way I don't run out of stock. So I'll do things like start to increase my price to decrease my conversions. I would start to cut out my PPC campaigns, my external advertising. This would stretch out my inventory, hopefully get my new stock in, drop the price, turn my PPC on, start my marketing, be good to go. Here's the problem. Right now, we're all competing for page 1 space on a specific keyword. And Amazon puts us on that page based on a number of factors. Some of the largest factors are if people are buying your product, if they're searching for that keyword, finding your product and purchasing it. So the conversion rate, the sales velocity, the number of reviews. A lot of these things will actually stay fairly stable now when you run out of stock. Okay? So picture this for a second. Amazon wants the best products possible on a page. So if I'm selling on page 1 for a specific keyword and I'm about to go out of stock, when I come back into stock 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month later, Amazon should realize, hey, this was a good selling product, let's put it back up there. Now, 2 or 3 years ago, that didn't used to happen. 2 or 3 years ago, if you ran out of stock, it would also start killing your page placement. Right now, we're finding that those positions actually stay fairly stable. So my opinion now is to keep your sales velocity, your conversion rate, your click-through rate, all of that momentum as high as possible until you run out of stock. There's even a lot of people right now that are claiming that the best thing to do is actually increase your sales velocity, increase your click-through rate, increase your conversion rate. I guess as an example, you would say you're driving down the road, you know the cliff is coming. I think there's a good argument to be had for pressing that gas pedal and flying off the cliff even faster, right? Because when Amazon sees that you're back in stock, you want them to have had the most recent impression of your product being the most favorable. Conversions, click-through rate, sales velocity. All right, so let me show you on this really fancy schmancy graph here exactly what I'm talking about. If this line represents the number of days, and this line represents the number of units you're selling per day. If you're selling 30 units per day and you know that you're going to stock out on Friday, if you keep the price the same, your conversion rate the same, your click-through rate the same, then on Friday, you will essentially end at this same velocity. Now, if I slow down my sales because I want to get till the next Monday, and I start slowing down my sales on Monday, my sales are going down, and yes, I might stretch a little bit farther until I stock out. But look at my position. My position is now down here at 20 units a day instead of 30 units a day, only to make up 3 or 4 different days difference in this example. So what if I smash the gas pedal and I floor this car off the cliff? If starting on Sunday, I actually lower my price, get more competitive on my PPC, increase my conversion rate, increase my sales velocity, I will stock out sooner, so now I might stock out on Wednesday instead of Friday, but look at my position here. If I do this, I'm sacrificing a few extra days of sales, but the general impression that Amazon's algorithm has on my product prior to me stocking out should put me in a better placement as soon as my inventory comes back in. I know that for a lot of you listening, this is going to be a little bit extreme. This is going to be very contrary to what the talking heads have been saying for so many years in the past. But I am seeing this work exceptionally well, and I have very strong conviction that you need to at least try this. You need to at least consider this. Don't worry about BSR. Everybody talks about BSR dropping when you run out of stock. For me, I haven't looked at BSR in 2 or 3 years. I don't care what my BSR is. All I care about is position placement on a specific keyword. And when you start using that as your identifying factor of success, or you start using that as your benchmark, I think you're going to find that strategies like this will really help you if you are looming on an out of stock situation. I hope this video is helpful. If it is, make sure to hit the like button, thumbs up button, the subscribe button. Make sure to go to the Private Label Legion Facebook group, free online community. We drop all of our content. If you have a question about your online business, drop it in that group. There are tons of really helpful, knowledgeable people in there that would love to help see you grow. See you guys on the next one.